Hey everybody, the U.S. Army was able to field 5 players tonight, so I'm back. My name is Danny. Tonight I am being joined by Luke Panda 99. We have the Psistorm probes going up against the U.S. Army Esports. Really cool. I guess this is actually the official U.S. Army Esports team. Let's go to the map picks / bans. The U.S. Army actually won the coin toss, opted for map pick. And being banned out by U.S. Army, we've got Cursed Hollow and Sky Temple, and being banned out by Psistorm probes, we've got Tomb of the Spider Queen and Towers of Doom. And U.S. Army is opting to take us to Battlefield of Eternity. Looks like everyone's ready, just waiting for the lobby to be posted. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the standings. As soon as it loads up, the soothsayer is playing with me a little bit. I believe we have the Psistorm probes in a comfortable position in 4th place with 16 points, and U.S. Army Esports right on the cusp of playoffs in 8th place with 12 points. And right behind U.S. Army, we've got the ICC Valkyrie. So it could be a very important match for U.S. Army. I believe Psistorm probes is probably most likely a lock for playoffs, but I'm sure nonetheless everyone will be making sure that are playing. And right now I'm being drafted into the Army to like observer spot.
Danny, we're conscripts.
We are conscripts in the U.S. Army. When I signed up for financial aid, I had to sign that form that said I would join the Army or whatever military service. I'm sure you did when you turned 18.
Yeah, I'm too old for it though now. So.
We do have look at Ukraine, right? Everyone between the ages of 18 and 60 have to stay, something like that.
I think they bumped it up to 80.
If you could walk upright, you have to stay in the country. But nonetheless, we've got most of our teams here. You might need to let them know that you should be a observer, not a player. But yeah, we're going to BOE. We're still waiting for one player to show up for U.S. Army, so maybe not all ready to go. But Panda, on this map, as an offlane player, what do you like to play as the offlane?
BOE?
Yeah, BOE.
You know, I would like to see maybe a little bit of a blaze.
Ooh, okay.
Big beefy front line.
Yeah, some big stuns, some Shane stuns.
You could get spicy and maybe run a little offlane Murden.
Offlane Murden. It sounds extremely. I'm a believer now in the offlane ETC. Maybe not so much the offlane Murden just yet.
Don't knock it till you try it, Danny.
You're right. I will not knock it till I try it. But yeah, both these teams not both these teams. One of these teams, U.S. Army Esports, are fighting for their spot in playoffs. With the Valkyries a little bit behind with 9 points. And at the moment, Army sits with 12 points. So actually, CCS also has 12 points. So, and I'm not sure if CCS or the Valkyries have played their match this week. But should be fun.
Yeah.
Danny, the good thing is that Army is a couple games played behind everybody else too.
Oh, do they have less games played?
They do. They have about 2 less games.
Got it. So they probably are safer in position then. Simeon, who's the captain of U.S. Army Esports, says his offlaner is a few months out. So we will be talking about life. Panda, what'd you have for dinner tonight?
Well, Danny, I did a old secret family recipe.
Uh-huh.
I got a rotisserie chicken.
I should say Taco Bell. Okay.
I wrapped it in flour tortillas. I put some verde sauce on it, okay. A little cheese, and I baked it.
I'm sorry for laughing. I told Panda that that's how I get out of making dinner when I go to Costco. I buy a chicken and tortillas and do that. Old family from the old country. From the old country. Well, that sounds delicious. I hope you enjoy that old recipe of yours.
My grandma passed it down.
Your grandma.
Generation.
Grandma Panda from the start of Costco, of rotisserie chickens. She's been passing that down for generations.
Yes.
My next door neighbor in college, his dad was the CEO of Costco. Ever tell you that? Just a story? It's a great story. So my roommate in college his dad was the CEO of Costco, or he might still be the CEO of Costco. I'm not sure if it's changed. But he asked me on day one of moving day, like, hey, can you take me to Costco to pick up some stuff? And I'm like, oh, sure. He wants to get like some whatever. I said, I don't have a Costco card. Don't worry about it. I got a card. Head down there. He buys a computer. He buys sheets. He buys everything you can imagine. He buys a mini fridge, and I think at the end of it was like probably a couple $1,000. It was a lot. Pulls out his Costco card, pays for it, and I'm like, oh wow. He's like, oh, my dad's the CEO of Costco, so it just goes.
All right, Danny. Here's a little trivia for you. Do you know what Costco was before it was actually Costco?
No. What was it?
It's called Price Club.
Price Club.
And it started in San Diego.
As a Marine and owner of Psistorm probes, Marines are just better. Semper Fi. Wow.
Okay.
Well, here on the Twitch channel of MFC, we support all branches of the military. Panda, you were a Navy, right?
Mm-mm.
No. More Navy. Okay. I know Ektar was in the Navy.
I was not.
But regardless, I'm glad that you were able to have that chicken.
Very delicious. I'll give you the recipe after the.
I got it. Yeah, I wrote it down while you were talking.
The offlaner's home and getting on. I tried to offer myself up. I believe I actually qualify as a substitute.
Not even a Division C team wants you on as an offlane. That's rough.
I mean, my own team doesn't want me as an offlaner.
Oh man, season 13 has been incredibly interesting. Hopefully, as playoffs get closer, it goes well for both of us. But we are waiting for that fifth and final player for U.S. Army to show up. They're only 11 minutes late. Yes, Sion, I realize it was just friendly banter. How many years were you a Marine or in active service? You're always a Marine, but how many years in active service for the country? But no, I look forward to this. Did I ever tell you, Panda, I was raised in Japan?
You did.
Yeah. So my grandfather was a Navy guy, and we had a card where we could go on the base, Navy bases. And I would just show up to the PX, which is like their little store, and just buy whatever. Back home. Kind of neat little place to shop. You'd be able to get beer for like really cheap. U.S. Army Esports ran late, unacceptable. Taco, weren't you Navy? Fighting the Army again? All right, let's these guys. Okay, we have our fifth in the lobby now. Let's let the guy know we're ready. And hopefully the draft starts somewhat 8 years. Wow. 95 to 2003. You were in it for the when it got hot during 9/11. That's scary. Always, I like those guys. Well, Taco, thank you for your service. I believe you were were you on a submarine, like doing like nuclear stuff? Looking forward to when we have Space Marines. My StarCraft skills will finally be relevant. Yes. Looking forward to the Space Force to make an impact in space.
Danny?
Yeah.
We're starting to get readies. We might get a match.
We might get a match. We're going to BOE if you forgot. Let's go back to the map bands. All right. PP is ready. U.S. Army Esports is ready. Everyone's laughing about PP. All right.
I'm going to laugh about that all night. Simple mind, simple pleasure.
I know how much you love your people. So, yeah. I was on a carrier doing nuclear stuff. Close enough. I had a buddy that was on some ship for the Navy doing nuclear stuff. I think he was only allowed to work so many hours next to the nuclear part of the ship because they didn't want him to like die.
All right, Danny.
Yeah.
After the patch, ban Johanna or ignore it.
Okay, so they nerfed the Falling Sword, so you don't get like instant resets. But even before the Johanna Falling Sword buff, she was still a really good tank. She was still a meta pick. And actually, last night I played Johanna for both games in my mech match against 7 Rings, and we won both matches. Okay. So Falling Sword still has the cleanse, right? Which you typically want to cleanse for your team. So if you have a team you're going up against that has a bunch of CC, Falling Sword can beat that CC. But I still think Johanna's a good hero. A better tank might want to look to ban is actually a Nubarak. He was pretty good prior to this current patch, a small patch, and he's a little bit better now. So, but there is Johanna, so no Falling Sword for anybody. Next band's coming out. I still think Rhaegar is still good too. They've nerfed Rhaegar twice now, and that totem build, which got another nerf bat, is still pretty scary. Oh, sorry. Our casters tonight are not Danny and Fair. It's Danny and Luke Panda. I didn't update my Nightbot.
Oh my god, I don't even get my name on there.
I'm sorry. Well, doesn't matter. I didn't even see Taco.
That doesn't matter.
Taco's fighting like the hidden Nightbot commands.
You know what? Taco is MVP of the night for pointing that out, and the lack of respect shown to your co-caster.
Panda, no one respects you.
This is the last one. This is the last one ever, Danny.
This is the last time I ever co-cast with you ever again. Final band coming out for U.S. Army Esports. Maiev. Ooh, okay. That's a really fun hero to get rid of.
I mean,
everyone should pick up military. Yep.
If they have a Maiev, it's usually a good idea to get rid of it.
I got a question for the military people in chat. Do you think where is he? Fracture, who is the captain, he was wearing the captain hat for U.S. Army Esports. Do you think he outranks the rest of the players, or is he the captain because of just his overall skill with the game? Oh, the co-caster is Loot Panda 99.
No respect.
But first pick was Brightwing, followed up on the red side with the Haka in the off lane and Sylvanas.
That's a good strong pick.
Sylvanas is always a strong pick.
A lot of focus on globals for Battlefield.
Well,
right.
I mean, it's hard to rotate down in the off lane if you're on the blue side right now. Because, the Haka's always going to be top, and it's hard to take that bottom neutral camp because the Haka can always burrow in.
Yep. We will forge a great destiny.
Taco, I will ask if who outranks who if Army wins.
All right. Looking like a top variant and a Sonya.
Could be off lane. They did buff Colossus Smash, and they also buff the Overpower. Its basic trait, but don't be too surprised if they. Actually, no, they have Sonya, right? Stupid. Yep, taunt variant with Sonya, and next ban coming out from U.S. Army Esports. Bala.
Interesting.
Okay. I probably would have opted to ban out like a Tychus if I was the esports team or U.S. Army's team.
Yeah. I mean, they should have no interest in playing Tychus with variant up, right?
I mean, with the Brightwing up. That neutralizes a lot of heroes. I mean, playing Muradin into Brightwing is not fun. Playing Diablo is really not fun. And playing pretty much any hero that's looking to engage is just ridiculous. And
Okay.
we're looking like the probes are going to get rid of Tychus Forum.
I mean, Ming is still out there, and she's pretty good on the map.
Dynasty is calling for Windblade's variant, which is always a possibility. And we have May, and Varian level 13 does have that shield breaker. Okay. So we do have Anduin May being picked up here. And final 2 picks coming out for the probes. I will, Taco. I will DM you the chain of command if the army wins. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
whoa,
Danny,
whoa,
you
whoa.
were right.
Listen, as I tell my wife all the time, I'm always right. I'm always
I mean,
right.
it still could be taunt.
Here's what's going to happen. Okay, Varian's going to go Colossus Smash. He's going to lower the armor on the Immortal. Okay, and then everyone's going to fucking blow their load on the guy. But no, well, he could go taunt. It makes it easier for KTZ to hit his chains.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we've got Mal'Ganis Sleep to help the KTZ chains. But we've got a really beefy front line. But last pick is going to be Hanzo. So yeah, I would like to have seen them flex him into a Zul'jin because Zul'jin wants to fight, and it looks like with the comp that Psistorm is putting out there, they want to engage hard. But which comp do you like the most here, Panda?
You know, I'm gonna go with the U.S. Army Esports team. I think Kel'Thuzad is hit and miss. It's a good hero, but it's gonna be mid-late game unless they just feed a bunch of stacks.
Yeah. I wish I was smart enough to know how to make Ektar a mod on my channel, so he could make the gamble to see if it's taunt variant or smash variant. So I really feel like it's a 50-50 on it's going to be smash or taunt variant. But on the left side, on the side of Psistorm probes, we've got Cortezel on variant, Ron on Brightwing, Obelisk on Mal'Ganis, Valera on KTZ, and our friend Xeno Ender on Sonya. And then Panda, do you want to introduce the right-hand side, the red team?
Absolutely. Fracture on May, Simeon on Anduin, Surefire on Sylvanas, Shrinks on Dahaka, and Heatsclip on Hanzo.
Awesome.
I know I can read, Danny. I'm very proud of myself.
Okay, what is it a smash or is it a taunt or is it a Windblade's variant? What is it?
What? Okay, went Lion's Maw.
I'll tell you what, I'll bet you $5. You went Lions, okay? You went Lion's Maw. So,
I think it could be.
Well, I've seen taunt variants go Lion's Maw.
No, I know I mean, I think you can go Lion's Maw as taunt variant. I don't know if that's a smash.
Well, regardless. Oh, we got chain hit. Fall chain did miss, but that Mal'Ganis Sleep with the KTZ follow-up is kind of spooky to fight into.
It is. If I were the red team, I would maybe try to
game. Sorry, guys.
I would try to overload the top lane and not stack Kel'Thuzad, just keep enough to clear a wave down there.
Well, so far KTZ only has one stack. Oh, and missed one more chain.
And he's going to continue with one stack.
Yep. But no, so far, so we got Lion's Maw. We're a little off to level 4s, but I gotta guess we see Smash variant because right now they're only DPS. We have a rotation top. Let's see if they catch them.
They must be watching the cast.
Oh, it's a delay. It's a delay. But they don't have too much DPS right now on the side of the blue team, and Sonya's able to get away just fine. We do have a pretty quick rotation here, bot as from the neutral camp, as they see the top side crashing. And May and Sylvanas are coming down. Obelisk gets a sleep off of Hanzo.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it would have been better for the red team to take the top camp.
Yeah, just take the top camp.
If you're going to journey up there, you might as well get something out of it.
I mean, or just make it 2-3 because, like you said, you don't want to give too many stacks to the Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, I think that's going to be...
All right, level 4 is online. What do you think it's going to be, Panda, for $5?
I think it's gonna be Taunt.
It's Colossus Smash.
Oh, Danny, you're always right.
I'm always right. That's what I tell my wife all the time. I'm always right. Don't argue. All right. Hard camps are going to be started by Varian.
Immortals shall return before long, heroes.
So far, no kills just yet on any side. Hard camps are being grabbed by both U.S. Army and Psistorm probes.
So Sonya came down for that camp, missing a little bit of experience up there.
She'll pick it up. She'll pick it up. Those little small globes are worth less, but she's going to grab all the XP. And right now, it's pretty even in level in XP.
I shall purge your evil.
And it looks like the blue team is set up for defense for the moment, not too much offense, as the red team's going to clear out this bottom hard camp, pushing bot lane. We do have a sleep on, followed up the Colossus Smash onto Fracture. And Sonya looks like she's rotating top to take care of that hard camp, pushing into the blue fort.
Yeah, she'll clean it up quick, but I mean, you know, got the gate down.
I mean, here's the problem: the red team sees that Sonya's off is top side, so they can be more aggressive here. Big Colossus Smash onto the Sylvana. She's able to E away, but good counter damage coming in with right wing pretty low, and Obelisk falling pretty quickly. First blood goes over to U.S. Army Esports. Let's go. And halftime will go over to the side of U.S. Army. Let's see if the Immortal positions in any way that gives advantage. No, it's going to be a neutral position. I'm sorry, no, it's an advantage position for U.S. Army as they go ahead and start the burn. And this first Immortal phase will go over to U.S. Army. Well, I think it's going to go over to. If Dahaka starts to rotate top, yeah, it's going to go over to U.S. Army.
Well, but the blue team minimized it. I think, Danny, if May had gone over there and kind of messed with them, they might have gotten a little bit better of a shield.
Yeah. Blue side already set up. You have rotation here top onto Sonya. Unfortunately, not going to get too much out of that, as the red team's going to put 4 members top. With the Immortal pushing bottom, they're going to have to hawk a bot side here, with just Varian to help clear this out. Yes, smart. As they get the top wall.
It's a weak Immortal.
Oh, KTZ in trouble here. This Blair is saved by Bing, but she's body blocked in pretty deep. That May is causing troubles for KTZ.
Helpazad's getting there. Almost halfway.
And that Immortal got that whole wall bottom plus a little bit of damage on that bottom court.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a cheeky play.
Look at this Mal'Ganis, Panda. 400 health. I thought the poison damage was going to get him, but no, the B-Wing was able to get the Z on him just in time. Sonya being a little cheeky here and grabbing that neutral camp.
Yeah. You know, I'm not sure. I think if they didn't have Sylvanas, going up top and doing that is a good move. But with Sylvanas, I think you almost always want to push with the objective. Nice combo from May.
KTZ might be in trouble here as May is on there. May is able to get the kill onto KTZ. I mean, Panda, so far I'm pretty impressed with U.S. Army Esports. They're looking like they're a well-disciplined machine. And I'm happy to say that this is our U.S. military playing Heroes of the Storm in 2022.
Yeah, I agree. I think you need to talk to Fracture after the game about using his Blizzard on the minion waves.
His Blizzard on the minion waves. I'll let him know that I disagree.
You should disapprove.
Yeah, I disapprove. I'll send him a letter. The Immortals will spawn in 14 seconds. Both teams are going to start their hard camps, which should push top and bottom lane. A little bit slower on the side of U.S. Army for these hard camps, but level 10s are online. And let's see if the red team wants to engage onto Psistorm probes with level 10 advantage for time being.
Just
Slice
missed the
onto
engage.
Haka. Yeah, not as much, trying to force a fight as I'd like, but they do have hard camps pushing bottom on the side of Psistorm probes and the hard camp pushing top for US Army. And Psistorm will clear those out. Start burn here on this bottom immortal as this halftime will go over the side of the US Army once more. Level 10s were hit, obviously. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, there's
we get dark conversion from Mal'Ganis. Yeah, that is big
Great pull by
save.
Anduin.
Great pull from Anduin onto May. Light bomb coming out, unable to hit anybody. But
dark conversion failed.
yeah, Mal'Ganis does go down here, which means this next objective will go over to the side of US Army once more. That's 2 immortal phases, and it should go topside, which means the US Army Esports goes bottom. That's what it means. US Army will go bot. They will send the Haka topside to clear that out, and Psistorm probes are not here yet. They're going to get some damage here on this bottom fort, so Vons turn off the fort. And the rotations are a little bit slower on the side of Psistorm probes, so this bottom fort will go down. And let's see if we see a rotation top to help push with that immortal, or if Red stays here.
I think
Big
they're staying.
ice wall onto KTZ. No follow from May.
Yeah, no Blizzard following it up though.
No Blizzard yet. And that immortal will get the top fort.
I think it's time to take off and get level 13.
Yep. They're being very patient. They're going to set up for this bottom siege camp. Level 13s will be online momentarily for US Army Esports. But we do have a pretty hard, looks like all four members of Psistorm are bot side here. But
Sonya's doing that camp
grabbed.
again.
Sonya is doing the camp.
Uncontested. Is this the 3rd time? But now Sonya's walking away?
She's backing off.
Little gun shy there. I think she had that in the bag. Now she might be in trouble. with the
Now
whole
she's
team coming
engaging.
up.
Dahaka's there. Isolation goes out, followed up with the silence arrow from Sylvanas. Z onto Sonya. And now Gannis able to get a big sleep onto 2 members. Leap onto
Leap?
Sylvanas in the back lane. Pull from
It's a
Anduin.
deep leap though.
You like it deep, Panda. And Ice Wall goes out. Light Bomb is able to connect onto the Varian. Wait. No. Dahaka is able to kill. Yeah, Light Bomb connects and kills the Varian. 4 kills to 0 so far, Panda. Level 13s are online. Talent advantage for US Army Esports. Let's see if they put some damage in this top heap wall.
I'd like to see Sylph shut the tower off. I don't think she's going to need her cooldown for anything else, and she probably shouldn't have used it on anything else unless there's a misclick. Alright. 13s
Regardless.
are going to be online for the blue team, though.
13s are online now. The blue team looks like they're going to set up to burn. US Army has already started. And halftime once again will go over the side of US Army Esports. You know, the interesting thing here, Panda, is US Army picked this map. They won the coin toss. They picked the map. And I had a talk with Ektar a couple weeks back about map pick versus first pick. And the team that chooses a map has a higher win rate than the team that chooses first pick, Panda.
I can believe it.
It's not a huge disparity. It's not like out of the world, but it's like 54% to 46%. Now, I don't know if those numbers still hold up, but, you know, you get to choose where to fight. So you might have comps that, you know, you're thinking of, but hard camps will push top and bottom side as big lead. Pull from Anduin once more to save his friend. Isolation onto Mal'Ganis. Bribing Z should keep him up. Ice Light Bomb onto Sonya. Root just misses. So Mal'Ganis on that back line.
I mean, look how healthy the red team is.
Oh, dark conversion, but the
until then.
Dahaka burrows to get rid of the conversion. Now Gans goes down, but Dahaka, it's a 1-for-1 here. Sonya is going to be forced to port back and go tap. Oh, good chain fall with the stun for the Immortal here. Surefire might be in trouble. And
Yeah,
May might be in trouble as they ping him. Straight's in trouble. Colossus smash onto the May. He's okay. This is where you might want to reset if US Army. I don't want to engage here. Just
They're
okay.
getting low on mana,
Yeah,
low on health, low on everything.
Go tap, maybe clear out this bottom lane. You're okay. But meanwhile, this top side,
Top lane, they
keep
may lose that keep.
is not healthy.
I think they're going to save it, but they just need to sneeze on it now.
Yep.
They did get a fort on the red side, bot lane.
Well, I mean, all that the U.S. Army has to do is sort of poke at this Immortal with Sylvanas and Hanzo. Don't really need to engage here. And May will go down. Big leap onto Sylvanas. May was not being patient there.
No.
Wanted to engage.
16s were coming up for them, too.
Yeah. And this Immortal looks like it will go to the side of Psistorm probes.
You know, Kel'Thuzad got stacked a little while ago, and it's kind of a
It's showing,
potentially
right?
different game.
It's showing. It's a different game. I mean, hero damage, Sonya is leading, but his damage has been climbing so far on the side of U.S. Army. Hanzo's putting a show on there, 42k with his lines right behind him at 37.5.
Let the burning hells atone.
Do you have Sonya and Brightwing bot side here? Z onto Mal'Ganis. This top fort should go down, no problem.
Oh, look at the Haka.
The Haka's being cheeky here. We'll take the top keep. Maybe. Top Immortal does go down. Oh, Dahaka got the keep, but he died for it. Leap onto Sylvanas. That's 2 kills.
Well, Danny, we got a game.
We do have a game. Dahaka did play a cheeky little burrow into the backside and get that top keep, but died for it.
Anduin pulls have been
On
really good.
Anduin's head pulls have been really good tonight. And the members of Psistorm want this here. Dahaka is looking for something. He did have B-Wing port back. I think everyone here is fine.
Yeah, I think they need to be careful what they're chasing into.
It's a 5v5. Sonya started the
Ice wall.
and Mal'Ganis is on that back line. Gets everyone slept. Big leap takes out the Anduin almost immediately. Gets smashed. That's a big kill. Might be time for U.S. Army Esports to pull back. Oh, dark conversion, getting a little greedy there. 2 for 1. Oh, Dahaka's tongue just missed. Isolation does land though. And with the Immortal phase up, let's see if we see U.S. Army take a step back and start the burn, which looks like they're going to do.
Yeah.
We've got Mal'Ganis and Brightwing down for the next 20 some odd seconds. And halftime, we'll go over to the side of U.S. Army.
And Varian started that camp, but it's going to take a little while.
And he needs to port back or maybe tap because took a lot of damage there.
Cannot remain here.
Let's see where this Immortal spawns here. If it spawns in a pretty advantageous side for U.S. Army, They've got a huge advantage, and it does. They should start burn almost immediately. It's like Hanzo wants to finish out this hard camp. Knock in the backside here. He might be in trouble. Does he have E? He can't E away.
Good burrow.
Grabs a hard camp. That way pushing topside. And remember, Panda, there is no keep topside. So with this hard camp pushing and catapults constantly coming, time is on the side of US Army Esports. KTZ is in trouble. Does drop 1-for-0 so far. Big tongue onto Varian. Varian goes down 2-for-0. Big sleep from Mal'Ganis. Star conversion does land.
He got it.
He got it and gets the kill onto Hanzo. And this looks like it's turning around for Psistorm Probes. 2-for-2.
Danny, you know what talent just basically won that fight?
What the stupid Mal'Ganis one? What's it called? Blind as a bat?
Blind as a bat.
Yeah. But I don't know if Psistorms can actually win this Immortal phase because Mal'Ganis had to pour back because they had 2 catapults and a hard camp pushing, and he got some core damage on that core. But I want to see US Army just focus on that Immortal to get it down.
They're not going to get a chance.
They have Surefire and Anduin on it, and now they have May. Big leap on the backside. May is able to secure the Immortal, and that's almost a full health Immortal. Will be walking bot side here. Big pull. Dragonair comes in. Just misses. Just misses. This is a healthy Immortal walking bot. Almost a full healthy Immortal. How much does this have?
Look at Kel'Thuzad and Sonya. They're
pretty deep
running
in
a little
there.
interference. They're running a little interference to slow them down so they get some free DPS.
Well, this Immortal has 43,000 health plus 27,000 shield. Is that what it is? Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean they are
34,000.
They're burning it pretty good though.
They have Colossus Smash, lower the armor. Obelisk might be caught here. Brute does land from Anduin. Silence. Big tongue from Dahaka fall with the light bomb. That's a dead Mal'Ganis. And this Immortal will get the bottom keep wall, not the keep. But Sylvanas turns off the keep. US Army does have one more player online. KTZ chain just misses.
Yeah, they need to be careful. They're clumping a lot for Sonya.
Brackenshire looking at Sonya. Big leap to disengage. And I believe they want this bottom keep. Not sure what that was.
Do you think Sonya's upset that they didn't get the Z?
I think Sonya's fine.
You know, as an off laner, I get very upset when I don't get that.
You guys are greedy. That's why. And this bottom keep will go down. And I'm not sure if this is a core call. Maybe just back away. And it looks like there's some confusion about what they should do. Should they stay or should they go?
I believe this is GTFO.
And they're staying. May wants to stay.
Sonya's flanking for that leap.
At the sleep, the chain.
Leap is up.
And that's a dead May. Oh, big pull from May. And the jump Sonya. Riding keeps her back up. This is a pretty froggy fight. Dragonair just misses once more. May will go down this time. Nope. No, still up. And it's going to be 2-for-0 on the side of US Army Esports. So many times I thought that May was going down. But Anduin, Simeon keeping his tank up. And that's 3. And this is going to be a core call for US Army Esports.
Yeah, they've got a lot of catas on that top lane.
Panda, I pay a lot of money in taxes, and what I will say is this is worth every penny I pay in taxes to watch US Army Esports.
I mean, that was just a slap fest.
That was a really fun match. Let's go to the match summary thing screen here. Take a look at what happened. Good games all around. Psistorm had a good game. U.S. Army had a great game. Obviously, we had to have one winner, and the winner was U.S. Army. Now, interesting enough. So, typically, Panda, we see the team that lost opt for map pick, okay, or a first pick. I'm sorry. Now, do you think Psistorm goes for first pick again, or do they give the map pick again over to U.S. Army Esports?
I think it depends on how good your scouting is. If you can identify a team that either doesn't want a team fight or they're not very good at macro, I think map pick is more beneficial. If they are relatively good across the board, then I think first pick starts paying off.
Nothing too crazy besides the dark conversion in terms of ults. But yeah, really good game one for U.S. Army.
Yeah, the Anduin didn't have a lot of healing done, but the other team wasn't doing as much damage, and those pulls.
Those Anduin had some pretty clutch pulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single one of those pulls saved to death.
Yep. Well, we will wait for the second lobby to pop up. Panda, I'm not sure if you can stay for game 2. You mentioned that you might be able to stay for game 1, but maybe not game 2. But if not, you're always welcome to stay or go.
We'll see. Let's see how quick
let's see how the lobby pops up. Yeah. Awesome. I mean, you did make really good family style chicken enchiladas, so I get it if you have to go. I get it.
Yeah, Grandma Panda's secret recipe.
Grandma Panda's secret recipe. Chicken enchiladas.
Chef kiss.
Delicious.
Actually, Danny, I totally lied to you. I just had a sesame ginger sauce with some rice in the chicken.
Sesame ginger with some rice in it. All right. Was it good?
Oh, yeah. It was delicious.
I went to Costco after my golf thing, and I opted for a chicken bake, which is probably the worst thing you could put in your body. But,
I don't think I've ever gotten one of those there, and I don't think I ever will.
yeah, they taste good, but they don't feel too good like an hour after you eat them.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to go and hit the
Costco food court?
the food court,
Are you a hot dog? They got rid of the Polish dog, dude. They got rid of the Polish dog.
I know they got rid of it, and that breaks my heart. The Polish dog was the greatest thing.
Now it's the hot dog. You sell the hot dog and the drink for $1.50.
The hot dog's good. The pizza is okay. Like my kids love it. I don't really see what's so great about it.
To me, it's just too greasy. It's just too greasy.
Yeah, lot of cheese. Too much cheese for me.
Too much. Are you lactose intolerant?
No, but it's just I like a pizza where when you get it, you're not kind of trying to gnaw your way through it.
Are you a thin crust guy? You a thick crust guy? What are you?
I'm kind of in the middle. Just kind of a regular crust.
Regular crust. Okay.
Yeah, like my wife loves like thin crust, like crispy pizza.
I like the thin crust. Pizza. Have you ever had those zero carb pizzas where they make the crust out of like ground
cauliflower?
Is it
no.
No, I'm sorry. It's like cheese. I don't know what it is. They use like hamburger meat as like the base. What do they use as the base? I forget. But they don't use like they don't use bread. So much DNA.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's for me.
So Psistorms are gonna pick maps, and they're going Braxis.
Interesting. Kind of keeping it to the 2-lane maps.
Yeah. I mean, the first 2-lane map was picked by U.S. Army. The second one is going to be picked by Psistorm. EasyK93 coming with U.S. Let's go U.S. Army. Now, in a fight, Panda, right? You got Air Force, you got Navy, you got Army, you got the Marines, you got the Space Force. We'll throw in the Coast Guard for S&Gs. Who do you think wins?
Force.
Space Force. But our next map will be Braxis Holdout. The losers opted. Sorry, the losers of Game 1 have opted to take this 2 for map pick. Drag US Army. And really fun map. So, Braxis Holdout in competitive is different than Braxis Holdout in Storm. Storm League is just 4 bottom and 1 top, right? Competitive is a little different. You might have a 1-3-1 with an anchor top, anchor bottom, maybe a Rexar anchoring top with maybe a Phoenix anchoring bottom. You have your 3-man, your tank, your healer, and your DPS rotating top, bottom. To look for picks, to get the camps on cooldown. So Braxis being a little bit of a different map in competitive. Let's see how these teams play it. If Psistorm, because Psistorm took us here, they have a plan in place.
They do
for Braxis Holdout. Well, let's hope they have a plan. They're not taking us here because they don't want to give map pick over to U.S. Army.
Yeah, I mean, just based off the last game, I'm a little surprised they're going to a 2-lane map.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like the team fight was better for U.S. Army, and the macro, they did some questionable things. They won the game, but they made it a little more difficult, right?
We have everyone in the lobby ready to go. Let them know that I am ready. You are ready.
Danny, you know what's really dirty on this map and fun to play?
What's dirty here on this map?
Zagara Falstead top lane.
Well, you know what's dirty this map that's fun to play is Mal'Ganis, Malfurion, and KTZ. Mal'Ganis sleep shit, then the Malf root comes out, then the KTZ chain.
You think they'll run?
Well, they ran it in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I
also
don't think...
Junkrat is extremely annoying to play into.
Yeah. I don't know if they got a lot of value out of that Mal'Ganis. I mean, the blind is a bat, kind of almost want to fight.
Well, so they had Brightwing. I feel like if they had a Malfurion over the B-Wing, they had the Brightwing. I feel like if it was a Malf versus a B-Wing, the game would have been a lot easier for KTZ.
Yeah.
I mean, Malfurion goes out, sleeps a team, falls up with the Malf root, then KTZ just throws out hooks, chain, whatever they're called. All right.
Yeah, and the Malfurion could have kind of controlled the Mei a little bit too.
Yeah.
You're not unstoppable when you slide, so if you try to slide into that,
oh sure,
you're sitting.
Just to remind you, Panda, it's 1-0 U.S. Army Esports. So if U.S. Army is able to secure a win here, they will get the domination and 3 points. First pick this time, though, will go over to U.S. Army. Let's
Danny?
see. Yeah, what?
Do we see a Probius?
I hope to God we'd see Probius. If Psistorm Probes is a team about their name, we'd see a Probius. But first ban is going to be Garrosh. Really good hero on this map. Curious to see if we see a Johanna being banned out after.
Yes, you do.
You see a Joe being taken out. I hear a dog barking at you.
Yes, they are. They started to play.
And next band coming out for our U.S. Army friends. They must have a Maiev player on the side of Psistorm, because that's the second.
Yeah. That's good scouting. It's a tough hero to play against.
We have some USA chants coming out from the Honey Badger. And final band coming out is going to be a Stukov band. So Junkrat is up. I'm not sure if U.S. Army has a Junkrat player, but
I hope they do.
Don't pick it just because it's good to play here.
Yeah.
Rexar's good here. Junkrat's good here. You have a new Brack up. You've got right wing is always good to just see around the map, top to bottom. Haka's lots of good heroes here. And there is Dahaka. Shrink's gonna grab that. He played a really good Dahaka last game. Was able to get some big tongues there. Here's B-Wing being grabbed right away.
Again.
So far, draft looks similar. Next pick for Psistorm is what? There's Junkrat.
What does the red team need here, Danny?
Well, red team needs something to gate the traps. Also, I mean, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna because you're a Deathwing Deathwing lover. I don't think they go Deathwing, but the draft right now looks exactly the same as the side of US.
But look at what Deathwing does for him in the bottom lane. It can be run as a mage, basically.
Oh, I mean, look, if May hits those ice walls and the Deathwing follows up with his Q, is it Q? The breath? That's huge. It's huge.
Okay, now, but look at the other thing, too. Deathwing is basically immune to Junkrat and can't get polyed. So you're not going to get boots, you're not going to get trapped.
And he can walk over the traps and negate them. Panda, I know. I know this. But
I've told you about walking over traps many times.
I've told you many times about walking over traps. But so far, the draft looks pretty similar to what it was in game number 1. I'm going to guess that Surefire, if it's up, see a Sylvanas pick. Sylvanas is really strong on this map. And Surefire, play the last game. Let's see what he picks, though. The next 2 picks coming out for Psistorm is what? What do you pick, Panda?
I would take a Tychus here. I would take a Tychus, and a Rexar is a good pick.
Of the wild.
We're going to see Dibbles come out here.
Okay.
Hey, Junkrat puts those traps down. Diablo walks over, ease him back, and that's a trap. That's a route.
All right. Do you see a Tychus here?
I see a Tychus here. If you're well, Sylvanas is still good, but so is Tychus. I mean, you can go Tychus Sylvanas. Boom.
It's about damn time.
Now, here's the scary thing if you are Psistorm. Sylvanas in game 1 did go arrow, but if Sylvanas opts to go for mind control, she could walk back whoever she hits it with Tychus straight up and just rip whoever down. Right? So, good times.
I like the Cassia pick, though. I think that's a good pick to potentially help out with the Tychus.
Yeah, blinds will be available for Cassia to blind the Tychus. All right, Panda, you see the draft here. Which team do you like the most?
I'm kind of leaning towards the blue team. I think the Junkrat is a power pick. Rexar's not very sexy, but very effective.
Rexar isn't sexy?
I don't think so, no. Yeah. Not my thing.
I mean, it's an automatic threesome if you think about it, but doesn't matter.
That is true. But we do cross into a whole nother realm with the bear.
Yeah, true. On the blue side, we've got Cortezel on Cassia, Valera on who's she on? Junkrat, Obelisk on Diablo, Ron back on Deathwing, Brightwing, and Rexar on Zeno Inder on Rexar. And on the red side, Panda,
we've got Simeon on Anduin again, Surefire on Sylvanas, Fracture on May, Heathcliff on Tychus, and Shrinks on Dahaka.
Yes, sir. No cheeky start out by Sylvanas going topside. Looks like they're going to put the 4 bottom here. And let's see at the 1 minute mark if we see any split offs that'll grab camps right away.
Yeah, I think last game they were pretty good about getting camps.
Yep.
Blue team definitely focused a little bit more on it. And we do have a Devil's Due gamer here with Diablo picking up
trait.
I don't hate Devil's Due here.
I don't hate Devil's Due either, but maybe the spell armor might have been a little better based off what the team has. But
Really? You think so?
Diablo is going to get some globes here. Yeah. It's going to be really, really hard for Diablo to step forward. And it makes it a lot easier if you pop your spell armor and kind of soak up some damage. But Diablo with the Q to get out of that stun. Another globe for Diablo to get some Devil's Due value. And the red side's pretty chunk. Booped onto Simeon and Fracture, but it's back, not forward. And looking at top side, nothing going on there. But yeah, Simeon and Heathcliff are both pretty low. Right wing is going to cap this, and right away Cassia is going to start that easy camp, and blue channel is going over. Fracture will stop it.
Yeah, and this is kind of the benefit of having Rexar on this map, right? Because the blue team could just go do every camp, and they know Rexar can probably hold that.
Into Dhaka, yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for Dahaka to.
And blue channel does click back over, and they do have this camp pushing bot. Diablo though does go down, yeah, a little too far up. Oh, we have a Anduin that's left the game, and pause does come out for Fracture. So we will go to. I don't have a screen set up for intermission. Hold on, let me figure this out. Hide this because it's not even TV. Where is this called? Psistorm.
Yeah, Danny, I don't know. I think the Rexar is going to be the deciding factor here because they don't really have a great team to rotate up there.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dahaka is going to challenge, not unless the Rexar runs themselves out of mana, which happens. I mean, Rexar burns through mana pretty quick.
Well, I think once level 13s are hit by Rexar, life gets a lot easier. Wait, I look like we're ready. Starting back up. Here we go. Sorry for that pause. We had a disconnect. But May's in trouble here. Big pull once more from Anduin. And May gets out with to 170 health.
Okay, Tychus is rotating up. Can catch the Rexar here if there's a tongue.
Farming ported up. And this is going to be pretty healthy. First objective going for the blue side.
Yeah, and
red team has not shifted just yet.
And they don't have the best wave clear up for the red team. Not until Tychus gets Odin.
The red team is staying bottom, leaving just Deathwing and Tychus to clear out top. And this is going to be a pretty advantageous blue push with Ron and Xenoenders putting in damage.
I mean, luckily it's a 3 minute.
It's an early
objective.
It's an early objective, but yes, but still. So they will get the top fort wall and a little bit of half the damage onto the fort for Psistorm.
Yeah, and they're also getting bot wall.
They're getting bot wall too, yeah.
I would say for 3 minutes in, they got some pretty good value.
Psistorm grabbing their hard camps with the red team grabbing bottom hard camps. So Haka doing what he can do to get level 7 for his team. Diablo is rotating bot side. And Sylvanas, what's giving? Sylvanas did go Mercenary Queen, so she's buffing up that hard camp, pushing bottom.
Yeah, it got giant size.
Sylvanas turns off the fort, or turns off the bottom fort wall. She's staying just close enough so that she keeps the Merc Queen on. I would say pretty decent value for that bottom push. Let's see how top is going.
Top is not going well.
Top already. Yeah, does top fort stay up? Naka might be in trouble here. Tug on to Misha. Misha goes down. So Vaughn's rotating top side, and the blue team will take their easies. And the red team will start their easies. They might be in trouble here if we see an engagement. And he's just going to walk away. Much more even for Psistorm in game 2. And channel will be secured for the blue team. Channel stopped for the time being. Starting back up here. Flip onto Mei. Q gets no value because Mei was turned off. Diablo's low here. But objective is at 56%. Oh, big stun to Sylvanas. Followed up with the E onto Sylvanas. Polly onto Surefire, but not able to get away as Junkrat secures the kill. And channel turn back on as it's 3v4 bottom lane here. E into Fracture. Mei is turning on the W as the Diablo does get trolled. Great timing on that trade from Mei. Can she get out? Not afraid to fight. As she stays a little bit too long as Diablo and Brightwing secure that kill.
I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd engage with 20% health.
Rotation here for the blue team to help secure this top objective.
Yeah, it's going to be another full shield.
Yep.
You know, Danny, I'm a big believer that most games, almost all games, are not won or lost in a draft.
I'm a believer that all games are won in the draft.
Oh, I don't. I think it's a small percentage. But in this game right now, this was draft, 100%.
Junkrat bomb comes out, connects up to 2 players. Ice Wall unable to connect to anything as his bottom fort will go down. Mind control on the Diablo. Diablo can't Q into anybody though. Walk forward.
APOC is still up, so RQE combo's there.
Oh, big boot
Nice
for
boot.
Junkrat. Oh, APOC goes out, but not in time.
Yeah, and I think maybe they were looking for the RQE combo, but it was behind the gate, so probably a good move not to try to charge somebody around that area. Danny, you ever charge somebody on Diablo and end up behind the gate?
I do it on purpose.
Yeah. Great tongue.
That's what she said, Daniel.
Yes,
Tychus
sir.
might be in trouble here. Flip onto Mei. That Junkrat is just causing so much frustration for the red team. Big root, and Sylvanas is moving forward in a direction that she doesn't want to go. Flip onto Sylvanas. Kill will be secured. Junkrat bomb 2 for 0 for the side of Psistorm, as Rexar is going to steal away the hard camp bottom.
You know, Diablo is just kind of just doing whatever Diablo wants to do.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's afraid to stick around. I mean,
Now,
he's sort of got that auto attack build with the life leech and diabolical momentum. Kind of with this hybrid build with Devil's Due and auto attack and whatever, but it's working out for him.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know if is that a hybrid build? I thought that was part of the old auto build.
Usually, if you go Devil's Due, you go the Q at 4. The auto attack, you'd go the stun, you get the 10% health back. But you could run it however, but it's working for him. That's the important. But yeah, and then he's going cruelty at 13. He's going the auto attack build.
Yeah, he's going to be really tough to kill. I think part of the problem right now too is the Mei's trying to engage when they don't really need to go deep on that other team. Just let Sylvanas and Tychus poke away at Diablo.
Game is still early, Panda. So there's a lot of game left here. So I wouldn't big tongue onto Rexar, and this is what they need. Brightwing Z, Light Bomb comes out, stun onto Rexar. Rexar goes down. Brightwing's in trouble. Here you go, Panda. This is what they need.
That was gargantuan.
That was huge.
Dahaka.
2 big kills.
But what are they doing with it?
Shrinks is burrowing bottom and secure that bottom objective. Diablo gets a kill onto Mei. It's 3v4 topside here.
All right, they got the Junkrat.
Oh, they got the Junkrat. Right when you were counting out the U.S. Army, shame on you, Panda. They turned it around, got 2 big kills.
That was a really good tongue by the Dahaka.
Oh, my control into Cassia, flip on a Tychus from Diablo. Trait is up for Tychus as he puts damage into Diablo. Shrink is in there. Dahaka wants some value here. He has his E. Odin's popped. Big tongue on the Rexar. Light Bomb connects on the Rexar once more. And this objective will once again turn on for the red team. As Shrink is looking for Cassia. Gets caught in a Junkrat trap though, but Misha does go down. Someone call the SPCA. And this is a full health to 0 health, Immortal walking bottom for the U.S. Army. I want to see Sylvanas go bottom with her trait, but she's sticking top.
What are they doing?
They're going to stay top.
This is a 12-minute full.
This is a pretty beefy, healthy. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to be able to get the top 4, no problem. Let's see what they do here. They keep pushing top or go bot. The Zerg's already dead. Yeah, okay. It's okay. They stabilized. It's a big stabilization.
They did stabilize. I mean, the map's pretty even
now. Look at this. Parent, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Diablo's
just
like
that, it was all
Diablo's
ruined.
like, there's somebody in this, and that's all of them. It's like you turn the lights on, the roaches just fucking scatter.
So did you just call the U.S. Army Esports team roaches?
Did not refer to the Army as roaches. I said it's like when you turn the lights on. See,
I would like to go on record and say I had nothing to do with that quote.
Panda has been trying to cancel me for years. Between Panda and Jeff Weinstein, it's been a rough 3 years. But bottom port will be turned off.
That's a friend of yours, right?
Oh, Jeffrey? I mean, yeah.
Rexar is going to go just tap top.
Weird Dahaka E. Light Bomb connects onto Diablo. Mind control. Rooted. APOC comes out more defensively. Big pull on the Tychus.
Cassiel.
And so much damage going into the blue side. Gosh, level 16s are going to be in line for both these teams pretty soon. I want to see some camps just grabbed. Don't look to fight. A lot of ults are out.
Yeah.
Rexar is looking to engage here. Oh, big tongue on a Rexar. And Brightwing might be in trouble here, Panda. Rexar does go down. Odin's popped. Flip onto Sylvanas. 1-for-1 so far, Panda. Big flip on a Fracture from Diablo. Flip again onto Diablo. Diablo's getting that value from that momentum. Tychus, Zeke, can he get out? Tychus.
Tychus has no fear.
Tychus has no fear. Can Junkrat get out? Look at Speedy. Oh, May goes down. Light bomb from Brightwing goes down. This is all over the place.
It's mayhem.
Oh, pull once more from Andrew to save him.
Oh, that flip might have killed the Junkrat though.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is a crazy fight, Panda. Riptire comes out, lands on Tychus. Tychus goes down. Cassia and Valera are down to like 60 and 400 health. This fight's all over the place. Obelisk got some value on that May with those flips, and the channel will go over the side of Psistorm.
Yeah. Auto attack Diablo just kind of too strong right now for them.
I mean, and he was fighting into May, so yeah. But blinds were going out. I thought that was going over to the red team because of the kill under Rexar, but US Psistorm turned it over. And we got the Cassia here. No. But Light Bomb does land. Oh, Joker up, boop. Boars are out. Fracture trying to get away. Cassia, oh, big Anduin pull to save the Sylvanas as she was going towards the blue team. Odin spot here. APOC combo does land onto Tychus. The Haka in that back line. And Diablo might be in trouble here, Panda.
Nice. Yeah, I think he's going to make it out. I
Can
don't
Ron,
know.
can
I
Ron
don't know.
get out?
Brightwing.
Ron,
Yeah.
oh, Ron's okay.
Got a tick.
Misha goes down now. But in the meantime, objective was secured by Psistorm, as that's a pretty big wave going bot into that bottom keep.
Yeah, and they don't have Odin to help out with it as well.
There is no Odin, but let's see what they can do here.
I think, Danny, that's a dead keep.
Look at the
pull.
Once the pull. Panda, this guy pulls like you do.
Yes.
Big stun to Sylvanas. Sylvanas will go. No, unstoppable.
And
from
another
Sylvanas.
pull.
Keeps him up. Flip onto Tychus. Light bomb comes down. Tychus stuns the Diablo. Diablo's in trouble, but core damage is online. Diablo down. Reset. Souls reset. Core at 40%, and just gonna right click the core.
Yeah, I think that's the
Core 10%, and
GG.
game number 2 will go over the side of Psistorm Probes. 1-1. GG, well played. Panda, talk to me about game number 2. As go into the match summary screen here.
You know, unfortunately, I just don't think they had the Diablo's number.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Tychus was doing some work, but with the Brightwing, I mean, the Z kind of negates some of that, and then the self-sustain from the Diablo kind of negated the Tychus. It was a little bit rough, and I don't think the May worked out too well for him that game. It worked out great in game 1, but not so much game 2.
I gotta say, Anduin had some pretty clutch pulls so many times, able to pull his team out of the fire. Really good Anduin play there on game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the probes, I'm
Are you
banning
banning
Anduin.
Anduin? Yeah, he's
Yeah. The kills were 9-9 there. If you take that Anduin out of that game, I think the kills go like 14-7 or 14-6. Like that's how much of an impact that Anduin has been having.
Yeah. But no, really good game number 2. Let's drop over to map and Soothsayer. Screen. Yeah, we have a game 3. It's 1-1. Option for first pick or map pick will go over the side of US Army Esports. Curious to see what they opt to do. Will this be a map pick choice for all 3 games for whoever has the choice between first pick or map pick, or do we see the US Army opt to take first pick here?
I'd like to see the Army maybe take map pick and put him on a bigger map and grab that Dahaka. The Dahaka's been excellent.
Yeah, but go to Cursed Hollow. Or what's band again? So we have Cursed Band. So we have Cursed Band. We've got Spire's Band. We've got Sky Band. Maybe the pick here is Alterac. Alterac.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be.
That's a good Dahaka map.
It would be an excellent Dahaka map. Towers potentially too. It's always kind of rough with towers if you have a Dahaka able to burrow in.
I'm getting a message from Psistorm. They're going to take a 5-minute break. So let's talk about I guess anything but something else.
Well, Danny, I think you're going to be talking alone for a couple minutes because I'm going to take a break.
Go take a break, Panda. And while we wait for the lobby to pop back up, I will take a break as well. In the meantime, I will take us to our intermission screen, update these points as we wait for the lobby to pop back up, and we will be back in about 4 minutes.
Smoke him if you got him.
Hey, you guys playing?
Oh, we're casting a match here. Wipe out. We'll play later though.
All right.
And the lobby is up for game number 3. We are going to D-Shire. And U.S. Army Esports has opted to take us. As we go to map bans, yep. And so game number 3 will take us to D-Shire. And with U.S. Army with the choice to go map pick or first pick, they're opting to take us to U.S. Army is opting to take the map pick and take us to D-Shire. But waiting for a couple more members from U.S. Army and one from Probes to join the map or join the lobby. I think everyone took a 5-minute break to get unsweaty from that last game. But this is pretty even in terms of skill for both these teams. So interested to see who comes out on top here. Panda, you back? Not back just yet. But if you are in Twitch chat and you are rooting for your friends, or if you're a fan of U.S. Army Esports team, shout them out. Or if you're a fan of Psistorm Probes, shout them out. Because this draft is going to start pretty soon. So far, pretty intense games. Map score is 1-1. Next game wins. Probes are ready. U.S. Army is ready. Nice. So, draft is about to start. Who's the host here? Here we go.
Dragonshire.
Panda, I'm not sure if you're back yet, if you're still incapacitated. Game number 2. But first pick, we'll go over the side of Psistorm Probe because U.S. Army opted to take the map here. And do we see an Anduin ban, a respect ban onto Simeon? He has shown us that he can play Anduin. But let's see what the first ban is going to be for Psistorm Probes.
All right, Danny, did you miss me?
Always. We do see a ban off to Stukov. And first ban for U.S. Army Esports. We see the Johanna being taken off board once more. On this map, Panda, what do you like to run as the offline? I mean, they took Rexar last game. It might be a good ban here. This might be Rexar's best map on D-Shire. And they're going to get rid of. They're getting rid of Junkrat. Do you leave the Rexar up, or do you take it out and give Johanna?
I think they're going to be more worried about Maev. It's a good Maev map, too.
Yeah, you're right. They have banned out Maev first ban phase each time.
But
I mean, do you ban the Johanna? Do you ban the Maev? Do you ban the Rexar? I mean, the Rexar wasn't that much of a problem in game 2. I got to be honest.
Team fights, no.
There is Anduin.
Yes.
Anduin's off the board.
Yeah.
So Simeon needs to flex around and see what he has in the zero pool.
I think they need to get rid of the Rexar here, just because otherwise they're pretty much always going to control top, which gives them an advantage.
I'm going to guess they're going to get rid of Maev.
Maev?
Yeah. We're going to stick to their game plan. There it is. Okay. So, First pick on the side of Psistorm Probes, Johanna is available. Not sure if they're going to grab it with the recent nerf, but again, Johanna's still a good tank.
First pick Joe, Rhaegar, Rexar.
Obelisk
All right.
will opt to grab the Johanna. This might be the first time Obelisk this season has gotten to play Johanna, because season 13 started with Johanna in such a good position that everyone was just banning her. But Surefire will pick up Greymane. Really quick camp pulls here. Followed up by Rhaegar being grabbed by Simeon. Okay. So
I like the Rhaegar pick.
Yeah, both the Johanna and the Rhaegar, who were nerfed like 2 or 3 days ago, are being grabbed in the first pick phase here for both these teams.
Not sure about the Greymane and Johanna. I mean, Greymane's going to be a great camper, but
Well, yeah, Greymane can do a lot of things. I mean, he's got bullet if he wants to chunk down the Johanna health, and he's able to get the camps. Yeah, the blinds are going to be up for Johanna, and you've got the Brightwing to deploy the Greymane, but
all right. No Rexar.
no Rexar. Yeah.
Well, at least not yet.
Well, they took away the Dahaka from Shrinks. So maybe they're saying, all right, Dahaka is his comfort pick. Let's grab that away from him, and let's force him into another off lane. They got rid of the Anduin. That's another hero they're obviously very proficient with. I kind of see what Probes are doing.
Yeah, I mean they've done a great kind of denial draft, right? I mean,
Yeah,
they ban Stukov every game,
Yeah,
so I'm
pick
assuming.
Pick or ban. Yep. Great denial picks here. Great denial bans.
Yeah.
Last ban.
And I was just gonna say, Danny, the two most impactful picks that they've had both games have been the Anduin and the Dahaka. So
Yeah, you're right. Big tongues from Dahaka, big pulls from Anduin. Sounds like a Friday night in Panda household.
yeah, damn straight, son.
And Garage once more will be taken off the board.
Okay.
I say it all the time. This is Muradin's best map. This is his best map.
Interesting on the Leoric into the Dahaka.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I would have gone Muradin to Johanna, but this is his best map.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a couple interrupted jump aways, right?
Well, I mean, Muradin just can cause so much havoc into that front line and go into the back line. But we do have Cassie being grabbed and so more denial picks. More denial picks.
They've stolen 3 of the 5.
Yep, or they banned it. Haka, Sylvanas, banned out Andy. Shrinks is forced to go into Leoric here, and Heathcliff, he'll pick up Falstad. Okay. All right.
That's a good pick.
I mean, based off the comp, Panda, which one do you like the most?
Ooh.
We've got 2 globals on the blue team. We've got one with Falstad, kind of, sort of global for the red team. What do you like?
You know, honestly, I think it's kind of a draw. I mean, I think U.S. Army Esports, if they can get this to late game, which they should be able to, I kind of like their draft a little bit more late game. But
if it goes late game, Johanna gets level 20 falling sword.
that was gonna be the next thing I was gonna say.
And I
but
mean, level 20 falling sword with all the stuff that U.S. Army has can get cleansed away. So
yeah, and I think it depends on the Cassie ult too. I wouldn't mind seeing Ball this game.
for the last time tonight, Panda, on the left side, blue team, Valera on Sylvanas, Cortezel on Cassia, Obelisk on Johanna, Braun back on Brightwing for the 3rd time tonight, and Xeno Ender on Dahaka. And Panda, the red team?
We have Simeon on Rhaegar, Fracture on Muradin, Surefire on Falstad, Heathcliff on Greymane, and Shrinks on Leoric.
Awesome.
10 seconds.
And we have the red team kind of positioned sort of bot side, so I'm not sure if they want to fight mid, as they're going to send Leoric top here. A pretty aggressive fly into that bush. Falstad.
He really wanted that bush.
Well, he wanted to say hi. That's a cooldown not available for a while for Falstad.
Yeah, I mean, it should be back up before they need it for anything.
Good damage onto Johanna, forcing out the trait pretty early. But look at the wave priority advantage for the blue team versus red. I mean, Johanna went in there, condemned the group. Cassia did Cassia things, and Sylvanas. I think the wave clear is so much better for blue than it is for red.
Yeah, I mean, I think Falstad will get it. I think Falstad's just going to be kind of hunting stacks. But they need Falstad with them to do that.
So Murden went Perfect Storm at level 1. So he's looking to fight, right? So he didn't go Dwarf Block or the Third Wind. He went more of a, I don't want to call it an ARAM build, but at the moment he went Perfect Storm to boost his Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Third Wind.
Well, that's because you play offlane. You never get heals.
This is true.
And channel is capped by red team, and blue team will get the bottom channel. And the blue team is putting a lot of pressure here, but look at this here. Dahaka and Sylvanas are grabbing their camp here. The Bruisers. Bruisers secured for the blue side. Macro right now at the moment is so much better for the blue team than it is for the red team, as neither the Siege or the hard camp. Siege has not been grabbed just yet. Reds are walking top. A lot of value here.
That top lane though.
Oh, and Murray goes down.
I mean, really, we're just gonna have a fort race here.
Yeah, and the bot side is so much more important than the top side. So, you typically don't end top. And this bottom four is in trouble. Top will go down, but I'm not sure if that's the favored lane here. Can they get a no? Look at this. That top bruiser camp is still pushing.
They're going all the way to the keep.
Healthy, yeah. They're going to the keep.
Also, look, if you see bot lane, the blue team is really low.
Big stun on Johanna. Johanna, gets away 9 health. Fracture just backed away for a second. Didn't follow up with one more hit. Yeah, well, I have seen some Falstads not take that last hit and have to cost games, right, Panda?
I don't know what you're talking about. But looks like they're going to be able to maybe channel for the dragon. I know Brightwing's up there.
Brightwing is there. Should be able to delay the Leoric from capping it.
And that's not going to stop Leoric from constantly clicking on it, though.
Yeah, but Dahaka gets it away. Big star to Brightwing, followed up with the W. Jumps away, gets polyed, though, by Brightwing. Mid-jump.
Blue team kind of stabilized.
I'm not sure who's winning this game right now.
I think the red team is, and they've got a better setup right now where they can grab that bot camp.
And that's what they're doing. Grey Mane's going to start that bot camp with Rhaegar. Channel will go over to the red team once more. And blue will be looking mid because they don't want to get capped. But sneaky red team are taking the hard camp bot, and they're going to push these bruisers bottom, I'm thinking, to get some value here and maybe get some lanes evened up here. Good stun onto Johanna. Bribing Z's in. Traits up. No one mid just yet. Good damage on Johanna. She's able to get away.
I'd like to see Falstad.
I don't know. I don't know if his Z is up though. A polymorph onto Greymane. Can he get away? Good, unstoppable.
Yeah, Danny. Unfortunately, his Z has been up.
Oh.
So they kind of missed a free Dragon Knight right there.
Yep, and Greymane's forced to pour back, pretty low on health.
Leoric's holding up pretty well against the Dahaka.
I guess if you can land your W, your drain on the Dahaka, you're okay, but Dahaka can always burrow. We do see a burrow bottom lane here as we see a 5v3 here. But look at Greymane hitting their bruisers here. Big tuck though onto Falstad. Burden jumps here, trying to get some pill for his Falstad. Successfully pills for Falstad. He's able to get away okay. So Burden went Sledgehammer at 4. So he's going to do eventually some pretty decent siege damage to structures. And at level 7, he went Skullcracker. So he's a pretty aggressive, wants to fight kind of Muradin here. Level 10, and he goes Haymaker. Yep.
All right.
So we should see some jumps. I gotta guess he goes with an extra long E. Big stun onto Brightwing and Johanna. And Tomb comes out, falling sword get away for Johanna. Cassia balls come out, jump around, damage onto Leoric, and Cap will go over to the blue side. We see Burrow from Dahaka take mid. Silence goes out, Ancestral goes out. Dahaka is waddling mid. Haymaker onto Johanna. I'm not sure if enough to kill her. Can she secure the kill? Johanna goes down, but Dahaka will secure that first objective. But look top, Panda.
Yeah,
that top keep is in trouble. I'm not sure if they're worried about it just yet. Kick onto Muradin.
Savas is going to go take care of it. The Dragon Knight appears to be going in reverse.
I think the Dragon Knight is doesn't want to die on the fort wall and die after the dragon dies. Yeah, so far, good structure damage on that top side. Those bruisers getting a ton of value for the U.S. Army.
They were looking at the Cassia, but Joe cut him off.
Sorry, give me more cosplay. I always forget. Thanks for telling me that. Appreciate that.
There was a field goal on Muradin.
Muradin does go down. Oh, 2 for 0. Gus not in time. Falling sword to cleanse his team away. And mid fort will get turned off by Sylvanas. Z onto Johanna. Drain, pull onto Leoric. Leoric will go down here. And they are staggering. Trying to settle down for U.S. Army.
Yeah, I think they need to take a step back. Just take a breath.
Like we have it invade here on the siege camps. Big haymaker onto Johanna, but Johanna as straight. Walks away, Dahaka burrows bot side. And siege camps are secured by Psistorm as this bottom fort will go down.
Well, that game kind of changed pretty quick, didn't it?
It did change. Well, I don't want to blame the Muradin build, but Muradin is not as tanky as he would be if he went a different kind of spec. Especially into Cassia and Sylvanas, and that's a dead Falstad.
That's a dead everything.
That's 2 for 0.
That's going to give him a pretty good advantage for the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, and then, we went healing static on level 13.
I mean, I guess healing static maybe gives him a little bit of tankiness back.
If you go healing static at 13, typically you go the W that hits twice at 4.
Yeah.
But usually at 13, if you're going this build, you go like Bronzebeard's Rage at 13.
Yeah, because you just want the damage, right?
You want the damage, yeah. And Bronzebeard does decent damage.
Yeah.
But channel is up for the blue side. Muradin in the bush. Also able to delay. Can Muradin get out? No, we'll go down. And this next objective will go over to Psistorm once more. And they are walking this bot side as they do have a camp pushing bot with the dragon and the Sylvanas. It should be a wall turned off with Murden down for another 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, this keep is potentially in trouble
This
with
keep,
Sylvanas.
this keep is looking juicy. Murden's gonna res right about now. Oh, Falstad does go down. Now you're in trouble. Your main damage dealer not available.
Is not there.
Hunt onto Raymond once more. That's a dead keep, and it looks like Psistorm is looking for core. Dragging with about half health. Plus they have the siege camps pushing bot. And let's see if they get through this shield. Shield
They
is
do.
out through. Big Entomb lands, but not stuck. And core at 60% and falling. Oh, big frozen,
Oh.
but the gust might have
Oh.
saved the team, unfortunately. Red team's in trouble here. They get pretty low. 2 down.
I think that's
Might be 3. Rhaegar goes down 3 for 0, and blue team is saying click right on core and we go home. GG's. Psistorm probes. Really
Yeah.
fun set of games.
yeah. I think that was a great series.
Yep. Division C,
And-
Panda. Are you worried about next season when you got your team goes to Division B?
Yeah, I think when we get demoted, no, I'm not too worried. I mean, I think U.S. Army Esports just kind of suffered when their comfort picks kind of got taken away from them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they took away Sylvanas, took away Dahaka, took away Anduin. And
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't mean to kind of put my finger in somebody's eye, but the Falstead was a little suspect that game.
I think some builds could have gone a little differently. You know,
Yeah,
But-
yeah. The Murden bill was definitely different, right?
yeah. But I messaged Valera. He will join us in lobby. Panda, I will be in lobby number 2. If you want to join me.
Well, I think I'll come join.
Cool. And let me go to the screen, show the probes 1. As I get my questions ready, Panda.
You have some hard hitting questions.
I have some hard hitting questions for
That's good. I expect nothing less from you.
Valera. Hey, Panda, it's April Fool's Day. Any jokes you pulled on your family?
No, I was literally next to
Just
some work.
just your normal jokes.
Had just my life.
We are joined by Valera. Congratulations! Really fun set of games tonight. All 3 of them fun to watch. Well, congrats.
Hey, thanks. We were excited about this matchup. We knew this one was important for us, and so we had a lot of fun. We seemed to go to 3 games quite a bit, so woohoo, let's go.
Well, reverse sweep. Talk to me about Psistorm. Is it an org? Is it just a one-off team? I think I see
Yeah.
a bunch of Psistorm teams, I believe.
Yeah, so right now, currently, there are 3 active Psistorm teams. We're growing the community, but Psistorm's been a long-standing community for a really long time, and StarCraft is where they really, go at it. But we're in charge of the HOTS divisions now, and it's really going well.
Really cool.
Great coaching, great community.
So you have a Division C team, and then what other divisions are you guys in?
Well, there's another B East team with Psistorm Banshees, and then we have an A East team with the Dragoons as well.
Ah, very cool. I'll have to see if I can cast other teams before season's up. Well, let's talk about tonight. Really surprising, I thought, in my opinion. Game 1 coming out from US Army Esports. They really showed that they could play that map really well. Unfortunately, you didn't win that map. But where they won the coin flip and they opted for map pick, when you guys lost that, you didn't, instead of taking first pick, you said, well, we want map pick. And that tended to be like the ongoing thing where you were just opting for a map pick here. But talk to me about Braxis Holdout. Why that map? You don't see it too often.
And that's one of the biggest reasons too. Is a lot of teams are really scared of that map. It's really snowbally. So if you really make a couple of mistakes, then that's the game. And so we really play on that, and we make sure to draft what we know we need to. Which that game, well, we definitely did. We got everything we needed to make sure the displacement, follow up, the damage, it was all there.
I was a little worried on towards the end of Braxis when your Rexar went in and got taken out. And it was 5v4 for a while, and the auto attack Diablo was just getting flips off of everybody. And you guys were able to get that turned around and win. Congrats on game number 2. And then game 3 turned around, and we saw you either banning or taking away picks that U.S. Army Esports was taking in game 1 to game 2. Was that sort of the game plan, was to not deny them the heroes they're comfortable with?
Well, we really felt the only switch we really made was the Anduin for game 3, right? The last ban was just because we didn't want to face that off on the team. But the Anduin, we felt like first game was really, really well played by US and a good pick and really undervalued on our side, to be honest with you. And that was a big reason. So game 2, played it really, really well again. It was a common theme. The picks on their side changed, but the outcome of some of the fights didn't, and that's why that game looked so sweaty. And so game 3, we took that out, and we were ready to roll over because we knew what we were ready to go up against, what we scouted against.
Yeah. Panda, any questions for Valera?
Do you feel guilty that you defeated the U.S. Army Esports team?
Oh, well, so I'm going to let you guys know now the Psistorm organization, Psistorm Esports, is full of Marines. So...
Oh, there's no guilt then.
Yeah, no, not at all. Otherwise, I can't come home.
Yeah, if you don't win, don't come home. Good call there.
That's yeah, exactly.
There we go. Not Paradox is asking if I was Crucible's Psistorm's biggest fan, if that is the same org.
It is the same exact org, correct?
It's the same org. Awesome. There's your answer, Paradox. Well, hey, congrats tonight. Any shout-outs you want to make before we
absolutely.
Take off?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Cyan, our community manager, super awesome. Shout out to Psistorm. Shout out to U.S. Army Esports, but Marines are better. And then shout out to you guys for casting. Great job tonight. Shout out to Psistorm Probes. Let's go, guys. Woo! Thanks, guys.
Hey, congrats.
Bye.
Cheers.
Panda, what were you saying, Panda?
I was just going to say, Danny, we fooled him because he thanked us. He hasn't watched this shit yet, has he?
He has not watched this yet. Well, we done it again, Panda. We lowered the expectations of all casters.
And I potentially still have one more game for a suspension from NGS. So
the season,
just leaving that out there,
is not done yet. Yes. Well, I'm Danny, and that is Panda, not Ferret 102. If you are pushing the caster button, but you guys be safe and be healthy. All right.
Cheers.